from your body today. I've got Marie and Parker here today to join me in this fun workout. My name is Amy. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with a quick breathing exercise, or excuse me, stretching exercise. So you're going to start with those feet hip width apart and parallel. We're going to start with 3 deep breaths. So just inhale, really filling up those lungs. And then you're going to exhale and let it go right through the fingertips. We're going to do 2 more. Deep inhale, bring those arms up overhead, fill up your lungs, exhale, let it all go. 1 more just like that. Deep inhale. Now this time as you come to the top, go ahead and bring your hands together to touch. I want you to walk your feet in together so the toes and heels are touching. We're going to start with half moon pose and hands to feet pose. So you want to interlock those fingers, but release your index fingers and cross your thumbs. We're just going to start by stretching up high towards the ceiling and bending our bodies right and left a few times here. Right, left, just warming up the sides of the body. Go ahead and stop in the middle. So here you want to make sure your elbows are completely locked out. Your biceps are touching your ears. Those hips are pressed forward. Upper body leaning back, chin up. Inhale, breathing. Stretch it up towards the ceiling. Now bend your body over towards the right. Without bending your elbows or your knees, you're pushing your hips as far as you can towards the left, feeling that stretch all the way down the left side of your body. Maybe push that left hip forward. Now bring that right shoulder forward. Come down and push, push, push. Release back to the center. Inhale, breathing, stretch it up. Now bend your body to the left. Again, elbows and knees completely locked here as you push your hips as far as you can to the right, so we get that stretch all the way down the right side of your body. Pushing that right hip forward, bringing your left shoulder forward. Now come down and push, push, push. Release back to the center. So next is backward bending. You're going to take a really deep breath, and then drop your head back as far as it goes. So those arms are going to come back immediately. You're trying to touch the wall behind you. So you're bending your spine backwards from top to bottom. Lower back, middle back, upper back, total spine. Backward bending here. Push your upper body back. See if you can fall down backwards. Fall back, look back, way back. Release. Go ahead and bring it on up. We're going to release those arms down by your side. You're just going to bend at the knees, bringing the hands to the floor right in front of your feet. Now you're just going to walk those hips out here, right, left. Keeping those heels grounded. You can lift them up and walk it out. Now what you're going to do is you're going to scoop up those heels from behind. So you're stepping on all 5 fingers of each hand here. You're trying to get the elbows behind the legs on the calf muscle. Now I want you to pull on your heels as hard as possible, really stretching your body down from the lower spine towards the floor. So your stomach should be on your thighs, chest on your knees, face on the legs, just below the knees. Slowly push your knees back as hard as possible. You're getting a tremendous stretching feeling. Pull on those heels, push your knees back and lock your knees. Exhale, breathing, lock your knees. Roll forward, lock your knees. Eyes open, face your legs. Last chance right here. Lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Release. Let's go ahead and roll it up nice and slow, just stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. And then release those arms down by your side. Nice work. All right, so we're going to start by getting that heart rate up. So if you're at home, you're welcome to use like a kitchen countertop. You can use the back of a couch. It just has to be something really sturdy. Parker's going to show another version because this is a little bit more challenging. And if you don't have anything to use as support, you can actually go down to a plank position. So for everybody else, you're just going to face your bar, your countertop. You're going to start with those feet hip width apart and parallel. Take a nice step back so your body's at a 45-degree angle. You're going to come high on those toes. You're going to bend those elbows, coming to a semi-push-up position. Abs are nice and tight. We're just going to start lifting the knees to the chest right here. So you're going to lift right, left, right, left. So think about pointing those toes as you lift the knee, and then softly landing on the foot. Lift, lift. Now add a rotation, so we're going opposite knee, right towards that opposite elbow. Twist, twist, good. How's it going down there, Parker? Twist, twist. Now back to center. Lift, lift. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now stay on those toes. Body still at that 45-degree angle. We're going to work some upper body push-ups here. 2 counts to get down. Here we go. So you're going to lower down, down, up, up. Good. Down, 2, up, 2. Good. Weight is in the palms of your hands. Maybe relax that grip on the bar. Down, 2. So Marie's body's perfectly straight, just like a 2x4 here. Up. One more slow. Down, 2. Now speed it up. So it's big bend, big press. Bend, press. Good. Bend, press. There's 4, 3, 2. Last one here. We're going to hold this one up at the top. You're going to walk those palms in so they're close to your body. We're going to work a tricep push-up. Arms nice and straight, down for 2 counts right here. So you're going to go down, 2, up, 2, down, down, up, up. So make sure those elbows are just skimming the sides of your rib cage as you lower down, down, 2, last one. Speed it up here. Lower, lift. Good. Big bend, big press up. Bend, press. So we're warming up those triceps. 3, 2, last one here. Now let's hold this one low. Tiny pulses to finish. Little pulse, pulse. Chest close to the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice job. You can pull off here. If you need a little stretch. All right, we're going to keep working the upper body with some lightweight work. So you have a couple options here. Even if you don't have any weights at home, you can do this with no weight. You can grab some light dumbbells. You can use water bottles, canned goods. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by bringing our heels together and our toes apart. So you have a slight V with your feet. You're going to soften the bend in those knees. And then I want you to hinge forward at the waist. So you have a nice long straight spine here. You want to pull those abs in nice and tight. We're going to start with our hands forward on the diagonal. You want your palms facing the floor. We're going to take 2 counts to bring those arms back right here. So you're going to pull back, squeeze, forward, hold. Good. Back, elbow squeeze, forward, hold. So those arms are nice and wide here. Waist just outside the chest as you pull it back. Now speed it up. So it's big pull, press it forward. Elbows back, forward. You're working that upper back. Couple more here. Last one here. Hold those arms back. You're going to bring those elbows in, palms face the front. You're just going to squeeze, squeeze. Tiny squeeze right here. Think about making those elbows disappear behind your waist. Squeeze, squeeze, in. Now hold the squeeze. We're going to extend those arms out straight. Make sure you're still hinged forward at the waist. Nice long straight spine. Pinkies towards the ceiling. Giant size circles forward. Around and around. So try to keep those arms stick straight here. Now if you need to take your arms down a little lower, that's fine. Reverse that circle. Around and around. Circle, circle. Hold the circle. We're going to take those arms straight back. You're just going to curl in and extend long. Curl, extend. So we're back to those triceps here. In, out long. Now hold this one back. You're going to squeeze in and then lift up. Little squeeze, little lift. Squeeze, lift. So there's no bend in those elbows. Hold the squeeze, just pulse it up, up. Last 10 right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. We still have another set, so you have an option here if you want to pick up something a little heavier. Now's the time. We're going to move our feet hip width apart in parallel. A little bend in those knees. Abs pulled in. You're going to take those arms at 2 90-degree angles. The palms face forward. We're going to take it up 2 counts. So it's up, 2, down, 2. So full range of motion here. You can really get those elbows in at that waist as you lower down. We're going to do one more slow. That's it right here. Now speed it up. So it's big press, pull it down. Pull. Now hold this one down. We're going to take those arms up to a low knee. You want your palms facing the ceiling. You're just going to curl right, then left, right, left. We want to hit those biceps here. Curl, curl, right, left. Now hold those arms out. Tiny pulses right here. Little lift, lift, up, up. Now just start migrating those arms right towards the midline of your body. Now hold that pulse. You're going to flip those weights. You want your numbers towards the ceiling. Curl it in. So you're going to curl in, extend, curl, in. So you're bringing those weights right to the shoulders and out long. Curl, extend, hold this one out. You're going to take those weights. You're going to press them together right in front of your chest. You want those elbows out nice and wide. You're going to press the weights, and then we're going to lift it up right here. So little press, little lift. Squeeze, lift. So squeezing those weights, lifting up, elbows out nice and wide. Squeeze, lift. Now hold the squeeze, just little pulses. Little pulse, pulse. Up, up. We're so close. Don't quit. Hold that pulse. You're going to take that last change. You're going to take your arms to 245-degree angles. You want those forearms to frame your face. Two parts. One squeeze in, little lift. Squeeze, lift up. So we're torching the tops of those shoulders. Elbows in nice and tight. Weights at your forehead or higher. Squeeze, lift. Now hold the squeeze. Little lift, lift. That was your last change right here. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Excellent work. Go ahead and lose those weights. If you're using them, we're going to take a minute and stretch it out. All right, we're going to start by bringing those arms up overhead. You're going to bring that right arm underneath the left, cross twist, and bring your palms together in front of your face. So if this isn't in the cards for today, you can just grab either shoulder and drive your elbows down towards the floor. You just want to get the stretch in the tops of those shoulders. Really, we're going to take that right arm, extend it right across the left side of the body, keeping your shoulders down and level. Before you pull for that. Release. We'll send that right arm up. You're going to bend at the elbow for a tricep stretch. Those fingertips are just between your shoulder blades in the back. Release. Extend that right arm straight up. You're going to take a hold of that wrist and take a slight bend towards the left. You want to keep your right foot planted to the floor here, getting that stretch all the way down the right side of your body. Release. Let's go ahead and switch out our arms. So you're going to bring that left arm under the right, cross twist, palms together in front of your face. Driving those elbows down towards the floor, getting that stretch to the top of your shoulders. Release. Extending that left arm across the right side of your body, avoiding that elbow as you gently pull for a stretch. Release. Now that left arm goes up, bending at the elbow, hitting that tricep. Release. Send that left arm up. You're going to take a hold of that left wrist. I'll take a slight bend towards the right. Now your left foot is flat on the floor, and getting that stretch all the way down the left side of your body. Release. All right, you ready to start torching those sides? All right, so if you're at home, we're going to use our ball for this first exercise, but it's totally not necessary. You could also take like a hand towel and just roll it up, and I'll show you what you're going to do. So if you're at a bar, you're going to bring your back up towards the bar. So maybe you're at a kitchen countertop, a chair, a couch. What you're going to do is start with those feet hip width apart and parallel. You want a little bit of bend in those knees. We're going to extend that right leg up. You're going to bend that right knee. If you have a ball, you're going to take it right on top. Again, remember, you don't have to have the ball. You can do it with the towel. We're going to hold that leg right here, and you're just going to press into that ball or into that towel. So your right leg is resisting this press here. You're using that muscle to hold it still. Now hold the press. You're going to press down and then lift up. One press, little lift. Good. Press, lift. Press, lift. Good. Now hold the press. Just lift it up. Pulse, pulse. Good. So you want a little bend in that standing leg. You never want to lock out that left knee. Now hold it here. We're going to extend and bend that leg. So it's straighten, then bend. Good. Straighten, bend. So we have a couple good examples here. Obviously, this young lady's done bar. You can see how high her leg is, but it doesn't matter if your leg is high. You're still working the whole front side of that leg. Now hold this one in, back to that press. Little press, press. Good. You're really pressing into that ball. Press, press. Now hold the press. Little pulse, pulse. Up, up. Now hold the pulse. You're going to lift up, hold. Up, freeze. 2 more. Hold. Now hold this one top. Extend again. So out long, curl it in. Long, curl. Extend, bend. Just a couple more. Now you're going to hold this one out long. Leg is straight. Lift up, hold. Up, freeze. 2 more. You're almost out. Hold. Last one. 10 pulses and you're done. Little pulse, pulse. Good. Try to point that toe, Parko. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice job. Shake it out real quick. We're going to hit that other side. So your right hand is going to stabilize yourself. Feet are hip width apart. Go ahead and lift that left leg a little bend in that knee. We're just starting with that press. So press, press, good. So you're also working that upper body. Now 1 press, 1 pulse. So it's press, little lift. Press the ball, pulse it up. Press, pulse. Good. A couple more like this. Hold the press. Little pulse. Pulse. Good. Up. Up. Good. So as you can see, everybody's back is nice and straight here. Now hold the top. You're going to straighten, then bend. Good. Straighten, bend. Out. Throw it in. Again, you can use nothing at all. Now hold it in. Back to the press. Down. Down. Press. Press. Now hold the press. Little pulse, pulse, up, up. You're almost finished. Hold it top. You're going to lift up, hold, up, freeze. 2 more slow. Hold. Hold it top. Extend out long and curl it in. So it's out, curl, out, curl. Extend long, curl it in. 2 more. Now hold it out. Leg is long. Hold it up. You're going to lift up, hold. Lift up, freeze. 2 more. Hold. Little pulses to finish. Little pulse. Perfect form, Marie. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent work. Oh, we love that move. Lose that ball. We're going to take a quick stretch here. So what you're going to do is we're just going to grab that right ankle. So if you need to use something to stabilize yourself, that's fine. You just want to shift that right knee slightly behind the left. Release. Let's switch it out. So grab that left ankle. Again, for a deeper stretch, just slightly tuck that left hip under. Pulling that all the way down the left side of your thigh. I don't know, but today seems kind of odd. Release. Nice work. All right, so we're on to the second exercise. We're going to do something we call a split diamond. So you're going to start with that left arm resting on whatever it is you're using today at home. And you're just going to bring those heels together and those toes apart. So again, it's like a little slice of pie there. Outside hand on your hip. Now with that outside leg, you're going to take a step forward with that right foot. So you want to make sure your right heel is right in line with that left toe. And you're just going to rise high onto the toes and then bend the knees, sinking that seat down. So as you can see, I have a heavy tailbone here, abs in nice and tight, little diamond. We're just going to take the knees and you're just going to press back. Little press, press, good. Back, ready for action, nip it in the bud. We never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting. So we're targeting those outer thighs right now. Little press, press. Drip, drip, drop. There goes an orgasm. Now hold that press. We're going to take it down 2 counts. You're going to go down, 2, up, 2. Good. Down, 2. You want to be nice and high on those toes. Abs nice and tight. Let's do one more slow. Down, 2, up, 2. Good. Now hold this one low. We're going to slow it down. you're going to pulse down, hold. Pulse down, freeze. Good. 2 more. Hold. Now hold it low, down an inch. So you're going to go down an inch, up, down, up, down, up. Now hold this one low, back to the knee press right here. Little press back, back. So it's real small. You're just flail.
Fell silent, the girls all paused with glee. Turning left, turning right, thought they looking at me. While I was looking at them, they're on the dance
now
floor.
one press back, one pulse down. So it's press it back, pulse down. Knees press, little pulse, good. Press, pulse, press, pulse. 2 more, 1 and 1. Now hold the press, hold the pulse. You're gonna go down an inch, up, down, up. Good. So think about really making sure not any one foot is carrying more of the weight the other. You don't want to lift one and fall over. It's evenly distributed. Now hold it low, little pulses right here. Pulse, pulse, that's your last change. This side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Now we have 2 sides, so we're going to go opposite side here. So that right hand comes to secure yourself. Heels together. Take a step forward with that left foot, left heel, right in line with that right big toe. Come high on the toes. Outside hand on the hip. Bend those knees. Sink that feet down. We're just going to start with that little press back. Little press, press, back, back. Now hold the press down for 2. Down, 2, up, 2. Down, down. So everybody's range of motion is a little different. Maybe you can get that feet really low. It's okay if you can't though. Down, 2. 1 more right here. Now hold it low. You're going to pulse down, hold. Down, freeze. Hold. Last one. Now take it to 1 inch. So it's down an inch, up, down, up, down, up. Hold it low. Last time with the knees. Little press, press. Small controls. Press it back. Now bring in that pulse. So it's 1 press, 1 pulse down. Knees press, little pulse. Press, pulse. Now hold the press, hold the pulse. Down an inch. So it's down an inch, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Hold it low. 10 pulses to finish. Pulse, pulse. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice job. Let's take another quick thigh stretch here. We're just going to walk our feet out a little wider than our hips. Pigeon toe those feet in, toes, heels out. And you're just going to slowly stretch your body forward. So you're keeping a nice flat back as you go down. So if you can grab your heels or something on your feet, go for it. If that's not happening, you can just take the hands right in front of you on the floor. Wherever you are, think about rolling the weight so it's in the toes of your feet. You should get this stretch. First leg stretching, hip stretching, whole body really stretching here. Pull on those heels, roll forward. See how close you can get your forehead to the floor right between your feet. Really, let's go ahead and roll it up slowly. So for this next exercise, we're going to go down to the floor and target some inner thigh work. So we'll start on our right side, working that right leg. Again, if you have a light weight, that'll work. Maybe an ankle weight or a bala bangle. Go ahead and strap it on. I'm going to show a couple different methods here. So you can take that left leg and bend it right behind the right one, keeping that right inner thigh right towards the ceiling. I know Marie likes to cross her top leg over. It's completely up to you. If you're using the weight, it's going to go right on your right inner thigh. We're going to go ahead and lift that leg up. So it's hovering that ground a few inches. We're going to start with a little pulse up, up. Parko, I think you could grab a weight here. No? Lift, lift. I'm bringing sexy back. So we're just warming up this inner thigh here. Now hold it at the bottom. We're going to just lift, then lower. Lift, lower, up, down, Now I always flex my foot. It's completely up to you. Lift, lower. Now hold it up. Back to that pulse. Little pulse. Pulse. Up. Now hold it top. You're going to take the leg forward and then come back. So forward and back. Good. Front, back. So it's real small. That foot just coming forward a couple inches. You can barely see it on some people. Forward, back. Now hold this one back. We're going to make little circles up and around. Circle, circle. So I started circling back first. Just make sure you know which direction you're going. Reverse that circle here. Little circle, circle, around and around. Now last circle there, just pulse to finish. Pulse, pulse. Maybe get that leg up an inch higher. Final 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice job. We're going to go ahead and rotate real quick, coming down to the left side. So that left leg is on the bottom. Bend that right leg, or you can take it over in front. If you're using a weight, it's going to go right on that left inner thigh. We're going to start with that pulse. So pulse is up, up. This is a great way to target those stingy little muscles right between your thighs. Now hold this one at the bottom. We're going to lift lower into tempo. So it's big. Lift, lower. Good. Lift, lower. So this is more controlled, bigger range. Lift, lower. Up, down. 2 more. Now hold it up. Back to that. Pulse, pulse. Good. Little pulse, pulse. Up, up. Pulse, pulse, hold that pulse forward and back right here. So it's forward, slide it back. Imagine it's just sliding across an even plane. Forward, back just a few inches. 2 more. Now hold it here, circle back. Up and around, and around. Good. Make sure you're clearing that floor. Circle, circle, around, around. Now reverse that circle. Circle forward. Circle, circle. Good. You're almost finished. Just one more change after these circles. Hold the circle. Just pulse it up right here. Pulse, pulse. Maybe get that leg a little higher for these last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice work. Lose that weight. We're going to take a nice stretch here for your thighs. So go ahead and stand up. So if you have something that you can bring your foot up on, go ahead and face it. We're going to bring that right leg up to the bar. Another option, which is perfectly fine, is just keep the leg on the floor. You just want to make sure that leg is nice and straight. No matter where you are, you're going to flex those toes so the toes come back towards you. Heel away. Try to start with your hips level and square. Now leave your right foot where it is. We're going to turn to the left, opening that right hip. That left arm is coming up and over. Feeling that stretch all the way down the left side of your body. Now leave your right foot right where it is. We're going to pivot back to face the bar. If it's in your range of motion, you're going to reach for that bar with both hands. It's okay if it's not. You just want to get this hamstring stretch, so I'd rather you keep the legs straight than worry about getting completely down. Just lean forward slightly. Release. Let's switch legs. So we're going to bring that left leg to the bar. Again, flex that foot. Keep it on the ground if you need to. Start with those hips level and square and your knees locked. Left foot stays right there. Now let's rotate towards the right, opening that left hip. Right arm comes up and over towards the mirror. You're getting that stretch all the way down the right side of your body. Left foot stays right there. We're going to rotate back to face your left foot. Reach forward and fold your upper body over. Go for it.
16 in the clip
If you
and
hit
one
your
in the
forehead
hole.
to touch
Nate
the top
Dogg
of
is
your
about
left
to
knee
make
here.
somebody's turn cold. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to
Release.
regulate.
Go ahead and roll it up. All right, so we're about to focus on your seat area. So we're going to work 3 exercises that work primarily the right side. Then we'll stretch, do the same 3 on the left. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it.
I laid all them busters down, I let my gad explode. Now I'm switching my mind back into freak mode. If you won't skirt, sit back and observe. I just left a gang.
So we're going to start with a lunge.
Now they got
So
the
you can do
freaks, and
this
that's a known fact. Before I got jacked,
at a
I was
bar,
on the
at a
same
chair,
track.
at a counter.
Back
You can
up,
do
back
it
up,
without
'cause it's on.
anything at all. So I'll kind of show the method if you aren't going to use anything. So you're going to start with those feet hip width apart and parallel, so about 6 inches between your feet. Our right leg is going to stay forward. You're going to take a step back with that left foot. Now come high to the ball of that left toe. You're going to bend that left knee down towards the floor. You want to keep that right knee right in line with that right ankle. You don't want it lunging over. Abs in nice and tight. Now if you want to use something, you can. You can also take your hands to your hips. We're going to start with 2 counts to get to the bottom right here. So you're going to go down, 2, up, 2, good, down, down, up, good. Couple more this tempo.
Give it to me, bring it here. Don't stop, girl, shake it
The
here,
weight
shake
should
it
be in
down.
the
Let
front
money
right
mark, get up
heel.
here, there we are. We off the chain for the whole year. So if you
Now
look
hold
good
it
with a
low.
big
You're
old
gonna
butt,
pulse
live
down,
in your own
hold.
crib and make your own bucks.
Down
Hit
3,
me up,
good. 2 more.
tradeplus.com and tell me
Hold.
where you from.
Hold low, 1 inch right here. So it's down an inch, up, good, down, up, good, down, up, down, up. So it's a real small motion. You can see Parker's knees going right towards the floor. Now hold it low, little pulses. Pulse, pulse. So that left knee is going right towards that mat. Now hold that pulse down to that inch. So it's down an inch, up, good, down, up, down, up. Can you wiggle your right toes here? That's how concentrated that weight is. Now hold low. It's down, hold. 3, 2 more. Hold. Now little pulses right here. Little pulse, pulse. So as we're pulsing, we're going to change the tempo here. You're going to go pulse, pulse, pulse down, hold. Good. It's pulse, pulse, 3, good. Pulse, pulse, hold just a couple more like this, guys. Pulse, pulse. Now hold low. Little pulse to finish. That's your last change. Get that knee a little lower. Last 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. All right. So for the next exercise, you are going to need something that you can rest your arms on. You're just going to face that bar. Those forearms come directly on the bar. Your head comes directly on your forearms. Now go ahead and walk your feet back. You want them directly under your hips so your body makes a perfect L shape. You're going to just soften the bend in those knees slightly and extend that right leg out, opening that right hip up. You're going to bend that right knee, and then I want you to think about really flexing that foot so that heel is right in towards your glute. So we're going to take this motion, this movement, and you're just going to squeeze, squeeze, in, good. Squeeze, squeeze. So by being folded over like this, what it does is it allows us to really focus on this outer seat and thigh area, really the glute. So even though Parker's leg is down a little bit lower, he's still working. I can see it. I can see that glute popping. In. Now hold it here. We're going to squeeze in and lift it up. So 1 squeeze, 1 lift. Good. Squeeze, lift. So when I say squeeze, you're just squeezing that glute to move that leg and then taking it up an inch. So it's little squeeze, little lift. Squeeze, lift. Good. Now hold the squeeze, hold the lift. We're going to make a little circle here. Around and around. So I want you to think about that kneecap, just tracing an apple or an orange here. Little circle, circle, around, around. Now hold that circle. You're going to reverse that direction. Circle, circle, around and around. Now hold the circle, just pulse it up, up. Little lift, lift. So that knee's just going up towards the ceiling here. Now her abs are pulled in nice and tight, supporting that back. Now hold the lift. Let's extend that leg long, pencil straight. Now go ahead and point those toes. You're going to squeeze in. Good. So those toes are just coming in just barely an inch. Little squeeze, squeeze. Now one squeeze, one lift. Squeeze it in, lift it up. Good. Squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift up. So you're tracing a capital letter L with that right toe. Now hold the squeeze. You're just going to lift up. That was your last change right here. Now if you want, you can come high on the toe of that left leg. Just make sure you have a lot of bend in that knee. Last 10 right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really nice work. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go down flat on our stomachs for the next one. Just face this one.
In the club before 11 o'clock, like I'm trying to catch it down kind of early. Looking thick, her hair brown and curly. She love the way my ride shining pearly. City boys that she fine and pretty, and the country boys that she fine and pretty.
All right, so for this one, you're just going to take those hands, and you can almost rest them right on the forearm. You're going to squeeze that right glute, and I want you to lift that right leg up off the floor. Squeezing that glute, we're going to start with a little pulse. Up, up, little pulse, pulse, good. So I want you to, I hope you can see this at home. Everything is completely relaxed, except this glute here. Marie's holding this contraction the whole time. Now hold it up, and you're going to take the toes out to the right and then center. So it's out, squeeze in, good. Out, in. So those toes just drag out, squeeze in, out, in. So you're working a little outer seat as you drag it in. A couple more. Now we're going to add 2 lifts right here. So you're going to go out an inch, in an inch, tiny pulse, pulse, out right, squeeze center, little lift, lift, 2 more, out, in, lift, lift, last one, out, in. Now hold the lift. You're going to bend that knee, bring that heel in nice and tight. Now you're going to lift your upper body. You're going to box out that right arm. So that arm's at a 90-degree angle. We're going to do a 2-count kick over that left hip. You're going to go over, kick, down, tap, good. So it's over, straighten, down, tap your right knee. Over, kick, good. So what's happening here is Marie and Parker are squeezing that glute as that leg straightens behind them. We'll do 2 more. Down, tap, over, kick. Last one. Down, 2. Now when you come back this time, I want you to hold that knee into your seat. Just start with that pulse first. Good. Little pulse, pulse. So you're welcome to stay right here to finish. If you want one more challenge, you're going to take that right toe right behind that left knee. That leg makes the perfect number 4 here. Last change right there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice job. Okay, we got one side done. We're going to go ahead and stretch it out. So if you could, just go ahead and find child's pose. You're going to bring those toes together, open those knees nice and wide, and walk those arms out as long as you can in front of you. You want to reach those glutes back for the top of your heels. We're aiming to get that chest to the floor. Getting a nice upper body stretch here. At the same time, go ahead and roll it up. We're going to come to a seated position. You can take those legs out straight in front of you. We're going to start by bending that right knee, bringing that right heel up and over the left. So it's right outside your left knee. Now your left elbow is coming to the outer right side. You take that right hand to your lower back, and you just start twisting to the right. If you can take that gaze over that right shoulder, really twist, 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 release. We're going to switch it out, straighten that right leg, bend the left heel comes up and over. That foot is flat outside the right knee. Now your right elbow to the outer left thigh, left hand at your lower back, twisting to the left, taking that gaze over that left shoulder, twist, 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 release. All right, we got one more side to do, so we're gonna hop up, knock out that left side. Okay. We're gonna start with that lunge. Remember, we worked the right side, so this time we're gonna keep that left foot planted again. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Weight is concentrated in that left foot. Let's go ahead and take a nice step back, with coming high to the ball of that right toe, and then lowering that right knee down towards the floor. So again, make sure that left knee's not over that left ankle. We're gonna start with 2 counts to start, nice and slow. Here we go, down for 2. So down, 2, up, 2, lower, lower. So while you're moving slow, this kind of gives you a chance. If you need to adjust your stance, you can bring that foot in a little bit. It might make it a little easier. Down, 2, up, 2. We're gonna do a couple more of this tempo here. Down, 2, last one that tempo. Now hold this low. We're gonna slow it down right here. So it's down and hold. Down, freeze, good. Hold. 1 inch, so it's down and it, up, good. Down, up, good. So Parker's moving so small, you can almost not see it, but that's perfect. That's how small it is. Down, up. Hold low, little pulses. Pulse, pulse. So now that right knee's coming right down towards the floor. Marie has perfect alignment. That leg makes an L shape. Now hold the pulse. Back to 1 inch right here. So it's down an inch, up, good. Down, up, down, up. So this is the second round. Down, up, hold low, down, hold, down, freeze, 2 more, hold. Now back to that pulse, little pulse, pulse. Now we're going to play with this tempo a little. You ready? So it's pulse, pulse, pulse down, hold, good. Little pulse, pulse, freeze, good. Pulse, pulse, hold. So as you can see, their backs are nice and flat. They're not hinged forward too far. One more like that. Little pulse, pulse. Last change right here. Just pulse down, down. That's your last change in this line. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice work. All right, if you remember, we're going to fold over for that second exercise. So again, whatever you're using, that's a flat surface. Those forearms just come down. Make sure we're resting our head directly on our hands here and then walking the feet back. Heels together, toes apart, a little bend in those knees, and now extend that left leg back, opening that left hip up, then bend that left knee, bringing that left heel in towards your seat. Remember, we're going to just start with that squeeze here. Squeeze, squeeze. The beat will kick in. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. So we already worked that right outer seat. We got to do the same thing on the left. Again, this is great. 2 examples. They look completely different, but they're still working the same muscle group. So that left leg is wrapped around. Marie can practically stamp my hand with her foot. Now hold it here. We're going to squeeze in and then lift up. So 1 squeeze in, 1 lift up. Squeeze, 1 lift. Squeeze it in, lift it up. Squeeze, lift. Now hold it here. Remember that circle? Around and around. So that left kneecap is now tracing that circle around and around. Now reverse that direction. Little circle, circle. So that leg should not be swinging around because all that motion is stemming right from here. Now hold it here. Tiny pulses. Up, up. Good. Left knee lifting towards the ceiling. Lift, lift. Now hold the lift. We're going to extend that left leg back, pencil straight, point your toe, just squeeze it in. So a little squeeze in, tighter and tighter. So that left toe is pointed, You're just dragging the toes right towards the midline of your body. Squeeze, squeeze. One squeeze, one lift. So it's one squeeze in, one lift up. Squeeze center, little lift. In an inch, up an inch. Squeeze in, lift up. Good. So we only have one more change. Everybody's form looks really good here. Last one. One squeeze in, one lift up. Now hold the squeeze. Just pulse, pulse. Now option here. You're going to rise high onto that right toe. Deepen the bend in that right knee. Last 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice job. All right, we're already down to the last exercise for our seat, so we're going to come to the floor again. Now keep in mind, you want to make sure both of your hips are starting pressed into the floor. You can just go ahead and fold those forearms. We're going to squeeze that left glute and go ahead and lift that left thigh off the floor. We're just going to pulse, pulse, up, up. Good. Little pulse, pulse. So that left thigh is never really staying on the floor because you're contracting that left glute the whole time. Lift, lift, up, up. Now hold it here. You're going to go out left, squeeze in. Go out, in, So those toes just come out 1 inch and squeeze in. Out, squeeze in. Out, in. Now we're going to add those lifts. So it's out, squeeze in, little pulse, pulse. Out left, squeeze in, pulse, pulse. Perfect. Out, in, pulse, pulse. 2 more. Out, in. Last one right here. So out, in. Now hold the pulse. You're going to bend that left knee. Bring that left heel towards your glute. Now lift your upper body. Box out that left hand. We're going to kick over to our right hip. 2 counts. Right here. It's over. Kick. Down. Tap the mat. Over. Straighten. So it takes a couple rounds to kind of get used to this motion because it's rolling over on that right hip. Down. Knee tap. Over. Straighten. Down, tap, good. Over, 2, down, 2.
When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time.
2 more. Over, hit, down, knee tap. Last one. Now hold this one here. You're going to hold that heel in. Pulse those toes right towards the ceiling. Pulse, pulse, lift, lift. Completely fine if you want to end it right here. Marie's going to show our other options. Just taking that left knee out to the side here, working that whole outer hip. Final 10 right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Awesome. All right, let's find that child's pose one more time. So we're just bringing our toes together. Open up those knees nice and wide and really stretch those arms out long in front of you. You're slowly bringing your chest down towards the floor, taking your forehead to the floor, reaching those glutes back towards your heels. Getting a nice stretch here. Taking a few deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, let it all go. Release. Go ahead and roll up. We're going to come to our back. We're going to stretch out those hips and outer thighs. So once you get to your back, you're going to take your left ankle and just cross it over your right knee. Now you can take your hands and just gently reach behind that right thigh and pull in for a stretch. If you need more, you can take your left hand, just press it on that left inner thigh, making sure not to hit that knee too hard. Just press it away from your body. Really, so we're going to switch it out, right ankle over the left knee. Again, light grip behind the left thigh, just pull in here. If you need more, that right hand can just take a little press against that right inner thigh. Release. We're going to grab lightly behind those thighs, roll up, legs come out straight in front of you. You want to keep a nice flat back. We're going to use our peace fingers and grab those big toes. Deep inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to slowly start stretching your body forward. Now you want to keep a flat back. You don't want to round. You don't want to hunch back. You're not looking down at your legs. You're looking out and over your toes here. You should get an awesome release on the back sides of your legs. Really pull, stretch, pull one more time. Release. Go ahead and roll it up. Alright, so we're going to finish with some core and ab work. We love planks around here, so we're going to start with a plank. So, we're going to start with just a traditional plank. And you're welcome to take a modification if you need it. So you want to start with those hands shoulder width apart. Now a full plank would be coming to your toes, tucking in those glutes and those abs, and softening the bends in those elbows. Now remember, if you need to come down to your knees, perfectly acceptable. You can also come down to your forearms. Now these two have perfect planks, so I just want to show off. Nice long spines here. A little bit of bend maybe in those elbows. The heels are really driving back towards the opposite direction. Good. Now we're going to work a few side planks. So we're going to start by bringing that right hand to the center of your mat or your space. You're going to rotate those toes towards the left and take that left arm up. So imagine I have a string. I'm pulling that arm up. This hip is as high as you can get it. Good, perfect. If you want, you can even take that gaze up towards your fingertips. We're going to hold this 10 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to take that left hand, bring it now to the center of your mat, rotating those toes opposite direction towards the right, and that right arm's coming up. Now that right hip is up towards the ceiling. Again, everything is nicely set. Shoulder, right over shoulder, right hip on left hip. You know, if you wanted to get fancy, I guess you could always lift that outer leg. I mean, everything is so tight on Parker right now. If I punched him in the stomach, he wouldn't even flinch. 10 more seconds. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Nice work. All right, you can check the plank off. We're done with that. We're going to finish out with some abs. Now, we have a ball, so we're going to use it. You could improvise definitely with like a throw pillow or no pillow. You don't need it. So if you have a weight, we're going to start with the weight, but it's not necessary. So I want you to think about really gluing those inner thighs together. So your thighs, knees, and calves are all glued, zipped up. I like to flex my feet with a bent knee, so I'm driving my weight in the heels. I have my weight nearby, wide leg grip. Take a nice deep inhale. You're going to slowly ease back over that ball. So the minute you start to hinge back, you should feel those upper abs immediately engaged. We're going to start, if you want to use the, again, it's purely optional. It's not necessary. We're going to hold it out front, or you can also hold it in at your chest. We're just going to go back and up 1 inch. So you're going to go back an inch, up, back, up. So it's super small, really tight and controlled here. We're hitting those upper abs. Now we're going to hold it right here. We're going to take it to a twist. You're just going to hold it on the right. You're going to twist right, center, right, center, twist, center. So you want to get a full rotation, really twisting to the right, twist, center. Let's do 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to go back, hold right, bring those arms in, backing up 1 inch. So it's backing it up, back, up. Good. So you don't need the ball. It's additional support. Little twist, twist. We're all good. twist, twist. So you're working these upper abs here. This motion is so small. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to come center because we got to do that left side. To start center, twist it left. So it's tap, center, twist, come center, twist, lift. Four more. 2. Now come back left. Fold those arms. Back an inch. Up. Back. Up. So it's just barely going back and squeezing and contracting as you come up. Back. Up. Now hold this one low. Little twist. Twist left. Little twist. Twist. So tighter and tighter. Feeling this in that left side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really move that way. We're going to come down to our back. If you have a ball, grab it. Again, you could take a rolled up dish towel, hand towel, a stuffed animal. You're going to bring your legs out to a tabletop and take that ball right between your inner thighs. You're going to engage those upper abs and take a wide leg grip here. It's 2 parts. You're going to squeeze the ball and then crunch it up. Squeeze, little lift. Squeeze, lift. Good. Squeeze, lift. So we're alternating between the lower abs and then the upper abs here. Now you always have the option, if you just wanted to work either just the lower or just the upper, it's completely up to you. Now hold the squeeze. You're just going to pulse up, 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 pulse, pulse. So now we're focused back on that upper ab again. Now hold that lift. What I want you to do is straighten those legs up, point those toes. You're going to squeeze the ball and then lift. So squeeze, lift. So Marie's showing just another wide leg grip. Another option would be to reach for those toes. Squeeze, lift. Now hold the squeeze, just lift. So what we're going to do now, Parker, if you can, try to reach right, then left. Good, you're going to twist right, left, good. So perfect form here. These 2 lovely people both have their shoulder blades lifted off the floor the whole time. That face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now relax that upper body. Last part right here. You're going to squeeze the ball and then lift the hips. So it's 1 squeeze, hip lift, squeeze, lift. Good. Squeeze, lift. So now you're focusing on those lower abs. You can take those palms and either relax them up or press into the mat. You're almost finished, Parker. 1 squeeze, 1 lift. Now hold the squeeze. Just pulse it up right here. Little lift, lift. So this is the last thing you're going to do for abs today. So give it everything you got. Think about pressing my hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release, lose that ball. Let those arms and legs go long. Let's go ahead and roll over quickly on our stomachs. We'll do some of the spine strengthening series. It's a nice stretch. You're going to start with those hands underneath your shoulders, just outside your chest. Go ahead and zip up those legs. You have 1 leg, don't open it. Using 100% of your spine strength, you're going to lift that upper body up off the floor, leaving your belly button up on the floor. Think about dropping those shoulders down and away from your ears, and those elbows are nice and tight, almost at perfect 90-degree angles. Look up, go up. Release. Go ahead, lower down next to Superman. So you're keeping those legs right like they are, locked together. Those hands are coming behind our lower back. Interlock your fingers. Try to relax those shoulders down. Now you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, think about lifting everything up off the floor. Now your hip bones are still touching. Look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, go up a little higher. Release, lower down. Next is bow pose. You're going to bend those knees. You're going to grab a hold of those toes, all 5 fingers together. Walk the knees in, wrists are straight, point your toes. You're going to look up and kick up. Continuously keep kicking here. Don't stop kicking. I want you to roll forward. You want those toes in the center from the side. Look up, kick up one more time. Release. We're going to finish in camel, so go ahead and come to your knees. You're going to come facing your bar about 6 inches. You don't have to face anything. Take those hands to your lower back, thumbs on the outside, fingers pointing down. You're just going to push your hips forward, drop your head back. Now you can stay right here or reach for the arches of your feet. You want to think about pushing your hips forward, your chest is up, your head is back, nice and relaxed, eyes open, breathing normally the whole time. Release, go ahead and roll it up. All right, so we have one more exercise. We're going to finish with some bridge lifts because bridge lifts works your glutes, your thighs, your hamstrings. If you have a ball, you can grab it. Again, you don't need it. If you are using it, you can go ahead and take it right between your inner thighs. I want you to think about relaxing that upper body. You're reaching those fingertips just for the heels of your feet. Maybe walk your feet in a little bit closer. Now you're just going to squeeze on that ball. Now as you squeeze on that ball, I want you to peel those hips up off the floor. So the hips come up, but then think about your upper back. You want it completely flat on the floor here. We're going to start with a squeeze on the ball here. Squeeze, squeeze, in. So this is those inner thighs kicking in right here. You're squeezing, but you're maintaining that contraction with the glutes the whole time. Squeeze, squeeze, one squeeze, one lift. So it's squeeze, little pulse up, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift. Good. Think about the weight being in the heels of your feet here. You can even lift those toes if you want. Now hold it top. We're just going to lower and lift our hips. So slower, lift, good, to the floor, to the ceiling. Lower, lift. Now if you're lifting those hips, think about adding a squeeze on that ball. So it's lower, lift, and squeeze. Lower, lift, good, 3, 2, last one. Now hold the hips up. You're just going to pulse up, up, little pulse, pulse, good. That's the last change right here. Final 10 right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Oh, we're all done. Let's take a nice stretch here. What you're going to do, lying flat here, you're going to lift that right leg up. You're going to grab a couple inches below that right knee. Bring the knee down, out, avoiding the ribs, and then back in towards your right shoulder. Now your left leg is completely flat. You're trying to get that right knee to your right shoulder. Maximum pressure. Freeze it right here. Release. Let's switch it out. Left leg comes up. Again, grabbing right below the left knee, all 10 fingers. That knee comes out, down, and back. Left knee towards your left shoulder. Right leg flat on the floor. Freeze it right here. Release. Go ahead and lift both knees up towards your chest. You're just reaching for those elbows. Relaxing that chin down towards your chest, trying to get that spine completely flat on the floor. Making sure those feet are uncrossed. Just hold it here. Release. We're going to gently grab behind those thighs, roll up. We're going to finish with 2 more stretches. The first one being half pigeon. So you're going to come to all fours. You're just going to bring that right knee towards that right wrist. You're trying to get that leg at a 90-degree angle. Go ahead and straighten that left leg. Lock out that knee. Walk it out. Just going to wherever you feel comfortable here. Release. Let's switch out the legs. Take that right knee back. That left knee coming up towards the left wrist. Straighten out that right leg. Lock the knee. Point the toe. Walk it out.
Ice, baby.
Really walk that left leg back. We're going to stand in seated frog. So those feet are just coming out slightly wider than your hips. Maybe even turning those toes out. You're just bringing those hands together in prayer. You're going to sink that seat down. Take those elbows Just press them against your inner thigh. You can also stay upright if that's more comfortable for you today. I can't get into it. We appreciate you coming and working out with us today. This is a great workout for anybody. It's challenging. It works a lot of small muscle groups that you don't normally get to use. And you have fun doing it. Release. Stay tuned.